fail.
Sort of.
You haven't been studying BNI
In
history.
what year should that?
Help it put down there.
76.
I'll get-
1960?
No.
1996, the
Wow.
first BNI chapter was founded here, right?
96.
So, and Ed has been a director in BNI since 1997. So we're very, very honored to have both Ed and Kevin here with the wisdom they carry about how this networking project works. Also, I want you to know that Ed Craine is a contributing, all those wonderful books that Ivan Meisner writes. Ed has co-written 3 of the networking books, Masters of Networking, Masters of Sales, and Masters of Success.
Nice.
Contributing author to those. So thank you, Ed, very much for being here this morning.
My pleasure, thank you.
And Kevin is a founder of the largest BNI chapter west of the Mississippi, which is, and west of Montreal, which is the Embarcadero chapter. And he helped found that chapter in, what was that, 15 years ago?
No, it was 97.
97. So, boom, you guys jumped in right after things got started. So today, in this ongoing effort in support of what Rick was saying this morning, networking is a relationship project. And so what we're going to talk about today is how do we, as committed BNI members, deepen our relationships, but deepen them strategically in such a way that we're more informed, more empowered, and more capable to actually get the work done of networking, but from a place of community building. So, right? So I hope you've thought, if you have questions come up, I'm sure Ed, you and Kevin will, I think it's going to be a very interactive morning and a morning of real learning. So I'm very happy to welcome you both. So on that note,
Thank you, Kate. It's always great to come to Pacific Heights Synergy, which is now Synergy. So, congratulations. Great change and a lot of things for you. This is a fabulous venue. I love this. And the food, I miss the food from the last place.
Yeah, the last place.
yeah, you did. Yeah.
What food there was.
We saved a bagel for you.
No bagels.
And it's very exciting to see how you've been growing again. You know, I just make a quick comment about chapter cycles. Those of you who've been in this chapter a long time know that chapters go up and down, and it's always important to keep pushing the envelope for chapter growth, and interaction with each other is a big part of that. And the one-to-ones are a key part, so we're going to talk about that today. And just as an aside, I always like to tell this story when Kevin's around. The Embarcadero chapter, which is around 60 most of the time,
Yeah.
right? They had, when they started, they went up to 25, and they fell down to about 9.
Wow.
And Kevin and the other 8 took a vow that that would never happen again, and it never has happened. So,
We hit 50, we freak out.
yeah. So we're going to try giving you some techniques today that will help you grow your business and also help you grow the chapter, which of course helps you grow your business. And a lot of what one-to-ones are about is not just identifying a referral that you can give to me today that I can go close one transaction, but referring somebody to me who can give me multiple referrals. So since Kevin and I are both mortgage brokers, and we have an esteemed mortgage broker in your chapter also, good example would be refer a real estate agent to us who would do a number of transactions with us. And since I've just mentioned real estate brokers, who would you like to have, Bill? Who would be a good ongoing referral source to you?
Oh, somebody that buys apartment buildings.
Okay, somebody who buys
I
apartment
mean, 2 to 4
buildings.
unit kind of thing.
So it'd have to, so.
Because some people, you know, they use 1031 exchanges, of course, and trade up, and so you can get a lifetime a client out of a relationship like
Somebody
that.
who goes on, yeah, for a client, but who would be a profession that would refer that to you? Maybe a 1031 exchange?
Oh, I thought property managers, but oftentimes they're agented themselves, so that doesn't
Okay, so
seem
maybe,
to work out.
but theoretically, property manager.
Okay, theoretically property manager.
So when we're talking about our one-to-ones today, I want you to think about both what's a good referral for you individually for a one-time transaction, but more importantly, what's a good referral for you who will keep referring over and over again, 3 or 4 or 5 times a year, or maybe more. Kevin, you.
Actually, I can add on to that, and the other part of that, the other half of that is that when you are looking for, and I think every chapter does this, where they have people come around and list everybody that's missing in the group. Don't just think about the people that refer you business. Think about the people that you refer business to. And maybe the particular person can't be in the group, but that profession could be in the group. And so, on an ongoing basis, we were missing an insurance agent, and I'm like, hey, I can pass referrals all day long to insurance agents. I constantly have buyers and stuff coming in. And so, I put it out to the group because my particular insurance agent did not want to come and join it. She's lived in Burlingame, didn't want to go to San Francisco. And so we put it out to the group, and lo and behold, now we have an insurance agent, and I basically give him most of my business. So whenever you guys do any of these exercises where you're thinking of who can belong in the group, what other professions, don't just think, hey, it's all about me, send more business to me. It's all about the group. Because if you can think about everybody else in the group, then what happens is you automatically get more business. And it's really just amazing about how in BNI, once you become unselfish about it and think about the group, then everyone benefits. There's a little exercise I do, and I may have done it for this chapter a while back when I visit other chapters, and have everybody think about a potential referral. Think about someone who that would send business to them. And then I think, okay, how many people actually came up with business for themselves? And there isn't any business that just generated from that moment. You can think of a bunch of people that might get you business, but there's no business that triggered from that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, think the other way around. Think about, in the room, who can you refer some business to? Who do you know that might be a good source of business for somebody? Somebody you haven't thought about introducing them yet, or haven't got to that stage yet. And as you look around the room, and maybe focus on one person and say, oh, you know what? As you think about it, you can probably think of somebody they can make an introduction to, someone who, like a property manager, a real estate agent for your mortgage person, someone you can just make that introduction to. That most of you have someone in mind right now, okay? Immediately, all of a sudden, if everyone wrote up those referral slips, all of a sudden there's business being passed around the room. And it's really amazing how if you take the BNI philosophy of giver's gain, the gain is huge when you give versus when you come here. I've seen it many a time. People come in, they're thinking all about themselves, they get their breakfast, they sit down, they're waiting for the referrals. Where are my referrals? Where are they? Hey, come on. And that is, the big trick to BNI is when you stop thinking about yourself and start thinking about everybody else in the room, it's big. Kate mentioned this when she was really surprised that I was the one who founded the Embarcadero chapter. And I founded that chapter. It's kind of in my philosophy of the giver's gain thing. No one knows, and people come all the time. They don't know who the founder of the chapter was. It's not about me. It's about everybody in the room. And that's really the whole trick to BNI.
Yeah, absolutely. Giver's gain, that's been the